Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about how I made one of my favourite songs, More. So, with this song, I really wanted to capture that sort of 1800s Rococo Baroque sound. Me and PJ, which is the man that I made this song with, PJ Bianco, out in LA, is amazing. I had this sort of idea of like bratty royalty, like the sort of antithesis of like Oliver, where it's just like, no, actually, no, I do want more. I had this idea for this melody line, the one that you just heard, because, fun fact, the harpsichord is my favourite instrument, and I was like, I need to do this justice. But it's actually fairly simple in terms of notes. But I wanted it to sound like Lestat from Interview with the Vampire was playing the piano. That, like, this song always reminds me of that exact scene. And then I made the pre-chorus next, which I'll show you now. And yeah, it was my first time ever in LA, and I was really captivated by how rich everything is, like how much money is there, but also the poverty, and that I explore a little bit more in the lyrics and stuff. In the chorus, of course, we have, this wouldn't have been in the song until much later. Like, I think this plays in the very last part of the song. There might not even be enough space to show you because there's so many notes in this section. And then I took it to PJ and I was like, what do you think of this? And he was like, this is incredible. This is great. And I had this idea of, I wanted to mix this with like death grips, like specifically the song Tachyon. Tachyon has this great like dun, 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 like sound to it. And I was just like, we need to put those two things together. So I wanted this to sound like an early 2000s like pop banger. And one thing I really wanted to add was like a porn sound, like an orgasm, which you know happens just before the chorus, and I'll show you it now. I've got an obsession. So what we did, we went on Splice, because I was just like, PJ, we need to add this sound. And we went through loads of different sounds, and then I heard this one, and I was just like, this is perfect. It reminded me of like Lollipop Chainsaw, like the early 2000s, like just that whole vibe. We went through so many, and I was just like, PJ, it is literally that one. That one is perfect. That is the one. And I was just like, I'm not budging. Like, we're using that one. And eventually, he was just like, okay, fine, we'll use it. But since then, he was just like, yeah, no, that sound was perfect. PJ started playing these electric guitar riffs that I think really do make it sound like the early 2000s, like that. He really understood what I was trying to do with this song. Obsession, boy. It just ties the whole thing together, and I fucking love it. Now, this song actually got up all the way up to version 8 because we did a lot of iterations of this song because we wasn't too sure if the chorus was too minimal. PJ was just like, come up with loads of different things that could go underneath the chorus, and I was like, okay. This was one of the ideas that I had to go on top of the chorus. More, just a little bit more. There was one other thing I tried, and as you can see, there's a lot of different versions of what I tried to do. But there was one thing that I was just like, this will make it sound like the early 2000s. And sometimes I wish that we had put this in, because it did turn out really well. But looking back, I'm glad that we didn't, because one of my favourite things about More is how simple it is. But this is what I had come up with. More, just a little bit more. So it was essentially, it was like Baroque, Rococo, 1800s mixed with early 2000s mixed with like futuristic pop, which is what we were going for. It just turned out so well. Like honestly, this is one of my favorite songs. It's definitely top 3. It sounds exactly how I want my music to sound, and I think it really shows off what it is that I can do, what it is that I like, and how I want to be perceived musically. But yeah, that was more. Let me know if there's other songs of mine that you want to listen to and want me to explain. I'm really happy to say that this is my first song to hit 1 million on YouTube, so that's fucking great. I hope you guys are enjoying this like series of me explaining how I make my songs. But yeah, let me know if there's another song you want to do. And yeah, this was more.